Have you ever wondered how football evolved from ancient times to the modern era? In the annals of history, we find the first seeds of football being sown in the fertile fields of ancient civilizations. The universal concept of kicking a ball, a simple yet engaging activity, took root in diverse cultures across the globe. In ancient China, a game known as kuju emerged, a sport that involved kicking a ball into a net without the use of hands. This game, played as early as the 3rd century BC, is often regarded as the earliest form of football. Thousands of miles away in Mesoamerica, a similar game named ulama was played. This ball game, often associated with religious ceremonies, was not just a sport but a cultural event that brought communities together. As we move to medieval Europe, we see the emergence of early versions of football. These were often chaotic affairs played between rival villages or towns. With rudimentary rules and a ball that could be either round or oval, these games were less about finesse and more about community and friendly rivalry. The 19th century marked a turning point for football. The establishment of standardized rules like the offside rule and the banning of the use of hands laid the foundation for a more organized game. The creation of institutions like England's Football Association led to a unified approach, giving birth to the modern game of football as we know it today. From the open fields of ancient civilizations to the structured pitches of the 19th century, the evolution of football has been a captivating journey. This beloved game, with its universal appeal, transcends time and culture, uniting people with its simple joy and competitive spirit. Thus began the journey of football, a game that would transcend time and culture. As we move into medieval times, football took on a new form. The quiet cobblestone streets and open fields of Europe became the stage for a game that was growing in popularity. Here, in the heart of the Middle Ages, football began to resemble the sport we know today, albeit with a bit more chaos. In the bustling towns and tranquil villages, rival communities would come together for a spirited match of football. These weren't the organized fixtures we're accustomed to now. No, these were sprawling, boisterous affairs that could involve hundreds of players and last the entire day. The ball, often a pig's bladder. The goal, usually a notable landmark in the town. The rules, well, those were negotiable. Despite the pandemonium, these matches fostered a strong sense of community. They brought together the young and old, the rich and poor, all united in their love for the game. The rivalries between villages added a layer of friendly competition, but at the heart of it all was the joy of participating in a communal event. These games were more than a pastime. They were a spectacle, a celebration that brought the community together, providing a much-needed break from the daily grind. Whether you were a player dodging tackles or a spectator cheering from the sidelines, you were a part of something bigger. You were a part of the beautiful game. This period in football's history encapsulates the essence of the sport: camaraderie, competition, and community. It set the stage for the evolution of football, paving the way for the structured, strategic game we know today. Football had become more than just a game. It was a community event that brought people together. From the chaotic matches of medieval Europe to the polished games of the modern era, football has always been about the people. It's about the shared excitement, the collective gasp as the ball nears the goal, the roar of the crowd when it hits the back of the net. That's the magic of football. That's why it's more than just a game. In the 19th century, football underwent a significant transformation. A sport once characterized by chaos and rudimentary rules began to take a more organized form. This pivotal period in history is when we can trace the birth of modern football. As the game grew in popularity throughout Europe, the need for a standardized set of rules became evident. The offside rule, a concept borrowed from the English sport of rugby, was introduced. This rule brought a new level of strategy to the game, preventing players from simply waiting near the opponent's goal for an easy score. Another significant rule change was the banning of the use of hands, a departure from the game's medieval roots. This change further distinguished football from other ball games of the time, and it's what gave the sport its distinctive foot-to-ball character. But changes in rules were just the beginning. The creation of institutions like England's Football Association in the mid-19th century played a crucial role in promoting a unified approach to the sport. These governing bodies helped establish football as a professional sport, managing competitions and ensuring fair play. These changes led to a more organised and structured game. Football matches were no longer just a disorganised melee. They were now strategic contests between two teams, each trying to outsmart the other with their tactics and skills. The game became more about teamwork, strategy and skill, and less about mere physical strength or numbers. With these foundations in place, the sport began to spread across the globe. By the end of the 19th century, football had reached the shores of South America, a region that would later produce some of the game's greatest players. With the birth of modern football, the stage was set for an evolution in tactics, strategies and skill. This period of transformation paved the way for the game we know and love today, a sport that captivates billions, transcends boundaries, and unites us in a shared love for the beautiful game. As football continued to evolve, a new era dawned, the Golden Age. This era was marked by legendary players who redefined the game, etching their names in the annals of football history. These were the likes of Pelé, the Brazilian virtuoso, whose dazzling footwork and scoring prowess earned him the moniker the King of Football. His skill and charisma on the pitch set new standards for the game, inspiring generations of budding footballers. From Argentina, Diego Maradona emerged, a player of extraordinary talent and audacity. His infamous Hand of God goal and his goal of the century during the 1986 World Cup remain some of the most iconic moments in football history. Maradona's flamboyant style and indomitable spirit made him an enduring symbol of the game. And then there was Ronaldo, the Portuguese prodigy whose speed, skill and precision made him one of the best players of his generation. His impressive goal-scoring record and his ability to dictate the pace of the game exemplified the evolution of football into a more strategic and tactical sport. But the Golden Age was not just about individual brilliance. It was also about the rise of international competitions, the grandest of which is the FIFA World Cup. Conceived in the early 20th century, the World Cup offered footballers a global stage to showcase their talents. It became a platform for nations to unite under the banner of sport, fostering camaraderie and mutual respect among diverse cultures. These competitions stirred the passions of fans worldwide, transforming football into a universal language that transcends borders and barriers. They brought the world closer together, creating shared moments of joy, sorrow, triumph and defeat. Football had become more than a sport. It was a global phenomenon. It had evolved into a spectacle that captivated the hearts of billions, cementing its place as the world's most popular sport. The Golden Age of football was not merely a chapter in the game's history. It was a testament to the enduring appeal of the beautiful game, a symbol of its far-reaching influence, and a preview of the even greater heights it would reach in the future. Today, football stands as a testament to its rich history and exciting future. It's a beautiful dance performed on a global stage, captivating the hearts of billions. From the bustling streets of Buenos Aires to the glowing lights of Tokyo, football is more than just a game, it's a way of life. Professional leagues and clubs have sprung up in every corner of the world, each attracting massive fan bases. The English Premier League, Spain's La Liga, Italy's Serie A and Germany's Bundesliga are just a few examples of the high-caliber competitions that mesmerize audiences weekly. These leagues not only showcase the finest football talent, but they also represent the diverse cultures and identities of their fans. But football's influence extends beyond the pitch. It has revolutionized the way it is played, incorporating technology like video assistant referee or VAR to ensure fair play. It's a testament to the sport's continual evolution, adapting to the modern world while still maintaining its core essence. The impact of football on popular culture cannot be overstated. The sport's iconic celebrations, from Pelé's shirtless run to Brandy Chastain's victorious slide, have become symbolic moments etched into our collective memory. Unforgettable goals like Maradona's Hand of God or Messi's solo run against Getafe have been immortalized in the annals of football history. Moreover, football has become a beacon of hope and unity. The sport brings together people of different races, religions, and nationalities. It breaks down barriers, fostering camaraderie and mutual respect among players and fans alike. From ancient times to the modern era, football has proven to be more than just a game. It's a global language that knows no boundaries. This beautiful game, born from humble beginnings, has grown into a worldwide phenomenon, uniting us all in a shared love for the sport. It's a testament to the power of football, a game that transcends borders and cultures, bringing joy and inspiration to billions.